Yes, it is now. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is very, very good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome to have everyone here today, and it is our fantastic Heartland Visioning Forum. We're excited to be here. Our goal today is to provide you with lots of information so that our meeting, our time today is informational, is educational, inspiring, and exciting. All right, so we've had a lot of good things going on. This morning, we're very excited to have our guest speakers with us today. We have with us, actually your agenda may say, it says Gabriel O'Shea, but it is actually Leo Espinoza, and we're excited to have him. He will talk to us about the new initiative that the Forge Young Professionals have to share with us. So without further ado, let's bring forth Leo. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. As I said before, my name is Leo Espinoza, and not only do I work at Topeka High School on the Youth Project, but I also am on the board with Forge. I got involved with this through Forge because Forge is the organization that will be spearheading this flag redesign project. I think I have three goals for why I'm here right now. The first is to explain why the time now. The second is what exactly will be happening with this project, because I know there's a lot of speculation. And the last one is how you can get involved with what we're going to be doing. As you know, Topeka's in a very exciting time right now. There's a lot of excitement about all of the economic development going on, all of the projects taking place. And a group of us got together and realized that one of the other things that's really, really exciting is that Topeka's brand is essentially morphing right now. We're in the process of figuring out what exactly Topeka is going to be, 5 years from now because of Momentum 2022, but also beyond that time frame. And one of the things that we've been discussing is that there really is no better time to really think about the symbol that is supposed to unite a community, and that, of course, is the flag. When you think of any geographic region, any geographic area, you think of the symbol that unites that area, and of course, that's most commonly the flag. With Topeka specifically, we think the flag would be a fantastic way for the community to come together in light of all the development taking place and in light of all of the excitement that surrounds all of the projects that are happening around the community. We think that the flag redesign project would be fantastic, even just another way for even more people to show their pride for the community, both here in town and to visitors who come here, but also for people who go, across the state or to other states or even internationally. As you can probably think of, there are some cities and areas who do the flag better than others. Some of the ones that are most commonly known are the one in Chicago, for example. Here in Kansas, Wichita has been doing a really great. They've been doing really great with their own flag. And we're hoping that Topeka can also replicate some of that success and have even more success with our own flag. Here are some of the things that we think are, just some of the exciting things that are happening in Topeka. There's Washburn Tech East, which is going to be opening up. There's also the Top City Plaza, which is coming downtown. So there are really a lot of things happening over the next few years, and that's really why we think that there is no better time right now to think about why Topeka's flag needs to be looked at again, and we need to think about what our modern brand is today, and then develop a flag that will capture both what Topeka has been in the past, what it is today, and what Topeka will be in the future. If I move on to one other point, as a side note, one of the issues that we talked to the City Council about when we presented this is that there is oftentimes a lack of distinction between the city seal and the city flag. The city flag can often be thought about as the people's flag, whereas the city seal is what denotes that there is the officialness to whatever the city seal is on. And so what we're hoping this project also accomplishes is that we will have a better distinction between both symbols, and that the people will understand that city seal will be on, it's on mayoral proclamations, it's on the city agenda, it's on city, etc. Whereas the flag will be the people's flag, and that will be the symbol that unites all of the residents in our community. This is actually what we're going to be using to run the initiative. It's a TED Talk that is about 18 minutes long, and if you want to watch it, it's really inspiring. And all of the communities, in fact, most of them who have updated their flag recently, this TED Talk is the one that inspired it. There's actually a field of study of flags. It's called vexillology, and people who study flags are called vexillologists. And the person who gives this TED Talk is a vexillologist. So you would be, what they say about the more you know, the less you know. Well, this is one of those videos where the more you know. In terms of details for what the project will actually look like, there's a lot of speculation happening right now. There was a segment on KSNT the other night. There was also the presentation to the City Council. What I can tell you is that there are going to be several events coming up in the next several weeks. The first one is happening next week. And by the end of the month, though, we are going to have everything published and public. What will happen and what the timeline will actually look like over the course of the next several months, we're hoping to actually complete this project by about late in the year, if not early next year. It's on a hard timeline. We'll see how things progress. However, we are hopeful that it is done rather quickly. The project and the way the project will actually take place is that there's going to be an opening period. Some people have asked us if we already have the design. That is a myth. We are not providing a design. What we are simply doing is that we're going to be running the project where people will be able to submit design ideas. And then from the design ideas, a committee of different community members as well as design professionals will select the final 5 flags, and then afterwards there will be time for feedback. So there will be a feedback period in which those flags will be placed all around the community. They'll be at barbecues and at different NIAs and at different citywide events, because what we're hoping to do is that we really want this to be a collaborative project. We really want people to have a stake in this. We want people to feel like they have a stake in the making of what Topeka's symbol is going to be for generations to come. And so that feedback period will be really, really important in order to engage as many residents as possible. And as I said, the way we plan to do that is by taking the flag concepts to different events, to different residents, to different groups, and asking them for feedback on what they like, what they don't like, what they would perhaps make different about the flags. And then after that period, what will happen is that then the committee will take into account the feedback, and the group of people who will actually have the final say as to what the final flag is, of course, is the City Council, as the City Council is the one with the official power. But the way people can get involved is, if you'd like to stay updated on what the flag project is going to be doing and what the events are that will be happening, where you can perhaps go and submit feedback or submit a design of your own, you can like the Facebook page of Forge. So facebook.com/Topeka Forge would be the URL where you can go and like the page to stay updated. Or you can also email me, and I can send my email address to Glenda, who can then send it out to the group. If you'd like to get involved, you can email me, and we can I can send you more information about how you can do that. But by the end of this month, what we will have out in public is the submission guidelines for what the flag designs should be like, and that will provide themes for people to consider including in their design, as well as technical aspects of what the flag, such as a file format and the dimensions of the flag as well. Are there any questions? Yes?
Thank you, Leo. Are you including, I would suspect, the grade school and junior high and high school groups as well to submit designs?
Absolutely. We are planning to work with the school districts in the area, as other communities who have updated their flags have done. They've done a great job of engaging young people, which I know is something that City Council recently passed that they want to do more of. And we think we can do that as well through this project by asking high school students, middle school students, elementary school students to really brainstorm and think of ways that they think of what they would like to see the Topeka flag become. Kayla?
So what's your vision then, once we have this flag, what's your vision for sort of where it goes and how it's applied in the community?
Well, if you know about the Wichita flag, for example, you know that it is everywhere down there. And we think that the same can happen here in Topeka. I think the very first place where we would love to see the flag would be for it to line Kansas Avenue. I think that would be, just the downtown revitalization would be highlighted. But then also all of the city, in the city council meeting, we mentioned that the city would actually only have to replace about 20 flags. So all of those places would be replaced. But then additionally, I think because this would be an effort to increase pride in our community, I think we could potentially hint, partner with Momentum 2022 to perhaps distribute the new flags to residents and have a day where people are encouraged to wear the flag, or, people can start making t-shirts. Wichitoans have started getting tattoos of their own flag. Perhaps that might happen here in Topeka as well. No promises on that front, though. Michelle?
Is there going to be any specifications as far as elements or colors that are going to need to be used, or is it just kind of wide open?
There will be specifications. We're trying to keep some of the history of the flag intact as we continue with the new design. So that some of the elements will be preserved, speaking of the color specifically, and then the designs will be mentioned, themes that the committee thinks are important to consider. And the submission guideline will also give you an opportunity to deviate from those recommendations, but you will have to justify why you're deviating and what other themes or symbols you're including instead. There will be a lot of wiggle room for creativity. Any more questions? Well, I'll send my email address to Glenda, and thank you so much for having me this morning.